It's a simulation model of pedestrians in Potsdamer Platz. We have gathered some evidence of how people use public spaces. We have surveyors on site gathering all of the required data to understand public life. The simulation project can be used as a communication tool. The potentials for it is to communicate to various stakeholders the intentions and vision of the design. However, in our simulation modeling, the aim is not necessarily to validate different scenarios, but to facilitate the co-creative discussions during the process. So the focus here is not to say scenario A is better than scenario B, but to visualize scenario A and scenario B to facilitate questions and discussions in the co-creative process. And that is more important because the creative process of design happens from the moment where different stakeholders discuss the potentials and aims and ask the relevant questions. And the simulation here can be a facilitator and a mediator of this process. So in this simulation model, the aim was to develop specific behaviors. For example, avoidance, ability to navigate on the virtual environment, and the ability to react to the attractiveness of space. So here we have the existing water features that are actually in the plaza, and when we change it, agents instantly recalculate the mental image of the area and recalculate the routes. The idea here is to slice and agents in the model represent potential people in public spaces into the very different social groups that have been observed in public spaces. And in that sense, it could actually represent to a certain capacity the observed behavior that we actually surveyed. Yes.
And which nuances would you like agents to represent?
That is a very interesting question because it goes back to the idea of what is the aim of the project. If we take an urban design project and the aim is to blur social segregation or to improve social cohesion, then the focus on developing agents would be to represent the differences in lifestyles of different people that actually represent the community. And in that sense, it actually brings the human aspects of the variety of individuals into the model, and then they become the center of the design, I suppose, to the kind of potential outcome of the design. Now you are in the model. Mm-hmm. Basically, instead of looking at the simulation from a screen and a distance, you play the simulation. And this one, it might be just a stuck. So many agents are trying to go inside, and their avoidance behavior
There's a sale going on.
Exactly, yeah. There's a sale going on. Yeah. It's part of the public life. It could actually help us in one way or another re-question our design at early stages of the design process, but also help us as architects and urban designers to communicate and visualize the ideas that we would like to represent based on evidence-based and dynamic simulations to various stakeholders.
So you have to stay more curious, perhaps, as an architect?
I think so. I think curiosity is the trigger. And the simulation, hopefully, can trigger some questions and some more curiosity rather than validating how future could look like.